Hey, there. Welcome to Fiction Stories channel. If you're new here, I'm super excited to have you join us today. On this channel, we dive into fiction stories. Today, we have an awesome video lined up for you. So, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Alright, let's dive right in. Introduction. After the eternal night, the horror revives. Supernatural beings and ghosts descend upon the modern city. All common knowledge and rules are overturned. Blood rains down on the once peaceful campus, tombstones crack open in the cemetery on the outskirts, and shadowy figures haunt the run-down apartments. In this dark and despairing environment, a post office that appears at midnight and a young man dressed in black shuttle between various mysterious and terrifying places. The boy in black becomes a forbidden legend among people. Classmates, when we face the strange, how should we defend ourselves? Let us welcome a member of the Crimson team to explain it to us. Is that the ghost hunting Crimson team? They should already be at the B level, right? I heard that everyone in the team has powerful abilities. If only I could awaken an ability, I would also like to join. The Organization of Ability Users. In my past life, I was an ordinary person who forcefully became a member of the A-level hunting team. Having a second chance, I never thought I would still be an ordinary person in the end. But now, if I don't follow the progress of my previous life and transfer to the city for school, can I survive? Since the eternal night, random ghosts have been appearing in the world. Their appearances have caused a series of strange events, infringing upon humanity. What's going on? What's wrong? Could it be? Just like this, the strange event we're currently facing. Damn, it's unlucky to encounter this kind of thing while trying to earn some points by giving a lecture. Don't panic, I have already requested rescue from the captain. Now, what you need to do is, for 30 minutes, try to stay alive. Who knows how many survivors there will be in the end. Good luck to all of you. Run. I remember in my previous life, there were no strange events at this school. As long as I make changes in my actions, many things will be different. Hey, need one more person for your team? Take me with you. So, it's safest to be by my side, huh? Your calm attitude is quite good. But unfortunately, you're just an ordinary person. After all, you can't do anything in the situation. Ordinary people can survive as long as they figure out the killing pattern of the ghost. Besides, in case of a crisis, you also need cannon fodder to test the waters, right? This ghost can change the environment. The coverage and source location of the magnetic field are unknown. So far, no one has died, ruling out random killings for now. The method of killing is unknown. Based on the current survival situation of the teachers and students, this ghost doesn't have a high killing efficiency. This kid is just a middle school student. So, why is he so composed and calm? Stick close to me. These fools, don't they even watch educational programs on TV? Currently, it is the early stage of the horror resurgence and ordinary people don't know how to survive. The killing pattern of this ghost is still unknown, but with so many people gathered together, there are bound to be some that meet its requirements. If someone dies in the crowd and causes panic, it will only lead to greater chaos and more deaths. If this ghost is the type that can grow, then these people are providing nourishment for the ghost. No wonder Zhang Kai said they would be a burden. Stop. Damn it. Ability activate. I advise you not to use your abilities frequently, as it will only deteriorate your body faster. You can actually follow me in such a dark environment, but now that we've lost track of its path, do you have any ideas? Ghosts can manipulate magnetic fields and influence reality. Currently, at the stairs, I'm not sure if it's due to a magnetic field alteration or an illusion. If it's just an illusion, it means this ghost isn't high level. The testing method is simple. The magnetic field formed by the ghost can be changed and infiltrate almost everything. But there's one thing it can't affect. Gold. You fool. Do you know how expensive gold is now? It seems this ghost can only create illusions. But it can't change the existence of the stairs in reality. If the strength of this ghost is limited to this, then it will be easier to handle. If you're confident, just because of that, I might have chosen the wrong partner after all. First, the killing pattern of the ghost is still unknown. Second, although the gold test resulted in an illusion, it hasn't been tested whether only gold remains unaffected. Lastly, if we cooperate, I can take on the role of experimentation and cannon fodder. But to show your sincerity, you should tell me about your ability. I admit you're right, but your mockery is making me angry. My ability is Sacred Eyes. Currently, I have 2 excavation abilities. One is to investigate the source of the ghost's trace under normal circumstances, and the other is a temporary method to provoke the ghost. Awakened abilities. Are they all just auxiliary skills? Alright. Now, it's time for me to take action. Walk where I walk. If I fall along the way, be ready to pull me up at any moment. This guy, he's just an ordinary person. So, why do I feel such a sense of security? Like he's a captain. Stop. I can sense that the hostility on this floor is very intense. The specific location, right there in that room. Let's go. Wait. First, use your Sacred Eye ability to take a look around. Do you think of my eyes as flashlights? Isn't that what they're for? Fine. Those are corpses. Take a close look at the way they died. They were touching their necks. Why are they doing this? It's water. The only thing I can think of is water droplets falling on their necks. That's why they would subconsciously touch their necks. So, this ghost killing rule, it's triggered by touching the water dripping from the ceiling. At least one of the killing rules should be like this. This guy, just based on the scene before him, deduced dead host killing rule. This ghost can grow as the sound of water dripping becomes more frequent. I suggest you inform your team members to be careful of water droplets. Our team members will arrive in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Who knows how much the ghost will grow and how many will die? Right now, we can only gamble and assume that water droplets must touch the skin to be lethal. Now, let me test it for you, huh? It seems that it must touch the skin to take effect. Let's go. Pick up the pace. The water droplets are getting faster. How strong is this person's psyche? If his deduction was wrong, the price would have been death. Seeking death. This golden bottle is obviously the container that seals the ghost. After the everlasting terror revives, there are still people who dare to open the sealed golden container. How many minutes until the rescue arrives? 9 minutes. How long can your abilities suppress the ghost? 5 minutes is my limit. Now, there's no one to assist with the finishing touches. If we suppress it recklessly, only the escape plan starts suppressing after 4 minutes. Now, we need to consider how to survive these 4 minutes. The water droplets are getting faster. The coat will soon be soaked. How about using theirs? Foolish. Can't you see? The clothes on the floor have been soaked since long ago. Use my shirt first, and when it reaches its limit, we can switch to your coat. And don't you still have a shirt on you? 1 minute passed. Ready? 2 minutes passed. Switch. 4 minutes to go. 3, 2, 1. Suppress. It seems like we successfully suppressed the ghost as the water droplets disappeared. Now, we can only hope that your teammates won't be late. The stronger the ability, the higher the cost of using it is, and the faster the death. Is he already at his limit? John Guy, are you okay? This paranormal event should be resolved soon. As an ordinary person, there's no need for me to get involved in the aftermath. Although in my previous life, as the only ordinary member in a grade team, I often dealt with ordinary people's encounters with paranormal events and advised them on countermeasures. But if you have supernatural abilities, even if only one part awakens, you would become an elite existence. Awaking supernatural abilities, I wonder if starting over again would bring a turning point. This Shangjing city is currently the safest city, and the headquarters of countless ghost hunting teams are here. At this time in my previous life, I was still studying in Yongin City. I have never heard of any school outbreaks in Shangjing City. To test whether rebirth can change the trajectory of my previous life, I transferred to Shangjing City and used the inheritance left by my parents to buy an apartment here, but unexpectedly encountered a paranormal event right after transferring. Did I have too little information in my previous life? Or did my actions in this life change the course of events? Is this a paranormal event? What's this? A space inside the door? Location: suburban cemetery. Tombstone number 3. Light the envelope in front of the tombstone. Reward: ghost rope. Deadline: 3 days. Ghosts are non-communicative. That is an ironclad rule that countless people in my previous life concluded. But this letter and note are obviously conveying a message to me. It seems like this is not an ordinary paranormal event. Perhaps this is a turning point. Instead of being unable to awaken and walking the same path as in my previous life, it's better to try something new. Sanjung City's suburban cemetery. According to the current network data I could find, the suburban cemetery has existed even before the everlasting terror. After the everlasting terror, while terror revived to heavily infuse suburban experience, any events. Initially, investigators considered the suburban cemetery a dangerous area, but gradually lowered their guard. Currently, no one resides here except for an old man who plays Go. Fortunately, at the beginning of my rebirth, I took advantage of the time when gold could still be used to buy things like money, and I prepared some small props and a golden dagger that could come in handy at critical moments. Why have I felt such a strong sense of since I came here? 38, 37. Damn it, the order is reversed. The third tomb should be at the deepest part of the cemetery. 6, 5, 4, 2. After the fourth tomb, it's the second tomb. Did the third tomb disappear, or did it never exist in the first place? There's something wrong with this cemetery. The deeper I go, the more damaged the tombstones become, while the outer ones seem to be newly built. Why are there scratch marks around the first tomb? Could it be that something came out of the first tomb? If that's the case, there should be a warning about the danger level of this place in the online information. Or maybe the level of information I can access is too low. It seems like the tasks issued by the mysterious post office are not easy. Could there be something coming out of the second tomb as well? If that's the case, I might have to retreat for today. Wait, the mysterious post office approached me, which means they must have evaluated my abilities. They wouldn't issue an impossible task. Wait, why am I assuming that this broken tombstone is the first tomb? I haven't even seen the writing on the tombstone. As expected, the real second tomb is here, then the real third tomb. Suddenly bloodstains emerge to cover the tombstone? Are they afraid of me from seeing it clearly? Or I knew it. This is the real third tomb. As long as I burn the envelope here, the task will be completed. Indeed, this is a task that even an ordinary person can complete. As long as I stay calm and attentive, it's achievable. But where is the real first tomb? The things from the previous second tomb have already come out. So, why is this old man unscathed? Even the things from the third tomb nearly came out with such a commotion. Why can't this old man hear it? Something is wrong. Retreat quickly. What is going on today? This suburban cemetery is considered an S-rank location. So, why have I never heard of it in my previous life? Why is everything so sudden? Let me take a closer look this time. What's the secret behind this post office? Tax. Buddhist beads. The letter. Does the degree of bloodstains on the envelope represent the difficulty of the task? The previous letter only had some red stains, and I almost got into trouble. What kind of horror do the top 3 letters represent? Does this post office have a second floor? But the atmosphere emanating from there seems like something I cannot explore right now. Item, ghost rope. Function, can bind ghosts. Is this the reward they gave me? The ghost rope. It's incredible that it can bind ghosts in supernatural events. Ghost rope, can bind ghosts. The next letter can be claimed in 7 days. In this post office, after putting in the corresponding effort, one can receive generous rewards. It's like I'm a courier, or rather a postman. This task seems to have suppressed the crisis from the third tomb. Could it be that the post office exists to suppress ghosts? Its purpose is to maintain peace. In my previous life, the entire level team only had one incomplete supernatural item, and now, and obtain one just by completing a task. In any case, the existence of the post office makes my life after reincarnation much more exciting, right? Although the tasks are dangerous, the rewards are equally abundant, which suits someone with a serious gambling mentality like me. In my previous life, my nickname was the Mad Gambler. Perhaps the supernatural abilities that I couldn't awaken in my previous life have a chance to be realized in this life. Xinghong Elimination Squad Office. Xiangjing City. Is that high school student you encountered in the water droplet ghost incident at school really an ordinary person? Yes. And he seems very familiar with dealing with supernatural situations. And what's wrong? It's just that he gave me a feeling he's indifferent to life, whether it's others or his own. He's like a gambler. A gambler? At the staircase, he was gambling that it was just Junior Ghost, and that couldn't change the terrain. On the fourth floor corridor, he was gambling that only when water droplets fall on the skin will the ghost's killing rule be triggered. These are all blatant gambling behaviors. Is that so? Go investigate that student's information and report the situation to Tian. Report to the heavenly team. He may be a genius, but in the end, he's just an ordinary person. It's better to send his information to the heavenly team. That way, maybe we can exchange some points. No need to think. Just follow orders. This damn sense of security. That kid is just like the captain. Stop daydreaming and awaken your second ability as soon as possible. Otherwise, with your current situation, in 2 months, your body will start to decay. Seems like I can go to school anymore, especially after the supernatural incident yesterday. In my previous life, I was busy with various supernatural events every day. This strange sense of ease now makes me feel a bit at a loss. They're here. These guys move quickly. Indeed. If they can upgrade to a team later, the captain must be no fool. Are you Wonya? Yes, that's me. Aren't you curious about who I am? Even if I am not asking, you'll tell me anyway, won't you? In my previous life, I had too much contact with the heavenly team. I'm quite familiar with this organization. My name is Sun Qian from the heavenly team. Oh, what is the heavenly team? But for now, I'm just an ordinary student, so I can't show my understanding of the heavenly team, which would expose my rebirth. The heavenly team is a top-secret organization that controls and manages any factors that are uncertain. They handle supernatural incidents that have occurred after the eternal night and the terrifying resurgence. You cannot fathom the depths of this young man in front of you. If I don't voluntarily reveal some information, he probably won't bother me. After the eternal night and the terrifying resurgence, the heavenly team was officially established to deal with supernatural incidents. Similarly, they are also responsible for monitoring supernaturals, preventing them from acting out due to the sudden awakening of their abilities. But I'm just an ordinary person. Even so, based on the incident yesterday, the water droplet event, we found that you remain calm in the face of danger and have good knowledge of supernatural events. There are constant situations erupting with various supernatural problems, and we are short of manpower. We need talented individuals. Do you want to send an ordinary person like me to solve supernatural incidents? Isn't that no different from murder? We also have many known front-line roles. You don't necessarily have to be at the forefront. Moreover, every time you cooperate and complete a mission, you will earn corresponding points. In this era, points represent stronger power, boundless wealth, and authority. I'm not lacking money, and you should know that the killing rules of BM Ghosts are extremely unpredictable. Even the audio recordings sent back from the front line could cause inexplicable deaths for the personnel in the rear. Besides, even if I agree now, you will still assess me. So, saying all this now is meaningless, isn't it? Since I entered, this guy has controlled the entire rhythm. You are right. I believe that no matter what I say, it won't change your decision. So, will you come with me? Of course. Huh? I have only one condition. Give me advanced intelligence privileges. If you agree, I will go through the assessment with you to prove my worth. In 7 days they will send the second letter. Without a strong source of intelligence, I might suffer more. I need to report to my superiors. This guy, is he really just an ordinary student? Your request has been approved, but the assessment has been raised to the B level, suitable for abilities. It's reasonable. If you want to access corresponding resources, you must demonstrate corresponding strength. Let's go. This is the headquarters of the heavenly team. Standing on the rooftop allows you to overlook the entire city. I remember 3 years later, there was a major A-level supernatural incident at the heavenly team headquarters. The people there couldn't escape in time, and many were injured or killed. After that, the heavenly team learned from the experience and changed their headquarters to be on the same level as the surrounding buildings. Please come this way. The assessment this time is to find the source of the ghost on the 13th floor and seal it. Good luck. I won't be responsible for what happens next. Sealing a ghost independently as a B-level assessment task. That's quite challenging. Most ability users can't handle stealing ghosts alone. It seems like the heavenly team is overestimating my abilities. And they actually released a ghost inside their headquarters? If there is a mistake, the consequences would be extremely severe. Is this starting now? Ghost sealing rope, obtained as a reward from the mysterious post office task. Function, can bind ghosts. Golden needle, made of gold. It can temporarily suppress weak ghosts or slow down the actions of ordinary ghosts. It's best not to act recklessly before figuring out the ghost killing pattern. This young man seems composed. He remains calm under pressure, with good psychological stability. He's just an ordinary person. Do you really think he can handle a ghost on his own? Even if it's a modified one. Haha, why force him to seal a ghost? After all, this is just an assessment, not a mission, right? 3 minutes have passed, and apart from feeling a bit chilly, I don't have any other symptoms. Waiting for something to happen passively won't work. I have to take the initiative. I've already searched the entire floor, but still haven't found the ghost. Currently, this ghost doesn't seem to be very aggressive. The most difficult part of this task seems to be not the final sealing, but rather finding the ghost. Huh, foolish, ordinary person. He seems to have realized something's wrong. It's only been 10 minutes. I remember when you did this assessment, it took you around 30 minutes to notice something was amiss, right? There's almost no hiding place for the ghost in this open space. Where could it be hiding? Found you. In such an open space, the only place the ghost could hide is behind me. Can a ghost that can be easily suppressed by a golden needle be considered weak? Indeed. It seems the real difficulty of this assessment lies in finding the ghost, and that's not too simple. Just a matter of time? Time? Is the real assessment about the time it takes to find the ghost? Congratulations! The assessment is over. Please proceed to the 21st floor. Even if he did it in 18 minutes, it's only in a level rating. Don't forget, he's just an ordinary person. Alright, I should also go meet this interesting, ordinary person. Reception room. Let me introduce myself. I'm Zhang Ziliang, the Minister of Logistics. Sun Zhang already told you about Wang Yi's request, right? No problem with that. Here's a USB drive for you. Plug it into the computer. It will automatically open a website. Inside, you'll find information that's not accessible from the outside. All of it is classified as Level B confidential. Don't leak it. Great. Having higher privileges means understanding more information. That's how I can improve my survival rate during delivery. First, let me explain the job to you. The logistics department provides full service to the supernaturals of the Heaven team. For example, Before dealing with paranormal incidents, they gather information in advance to increase their chances of survival, or they report the paranormal information they've dealt with and establish a paranormal archive. Supernaturals face the threat of death every day. They're under a lot of psychological pressure and need counseling. I remember from my previous life, I also had an exclusive operator. In that unsolvable supernatural event, that cute little sister was willing to sacrifice herself with me. After all, that ghost could kill with sound. If there's no problem, I'll have someone arrange your entry. This is the supernatural assigned to you for your internship. Your responsibility is to meet all the needs of this supernatural. Jo Han, female, 18 years old. Awakened ability, classified. Personality note, suspected. Dissociative identity disorder, remarks, changed 3 exclusive operators due to dissatisfaction with the log. Understood, then, I'll be leaving. Looks like a problematic girl. I'll send you Jo Han's contact information later. If there's a task, you'll be notified in advance. At other times, you're free. Keep your phone on 24/7 to avoid missing contact. Understood? By the way, the hemp rope around your waist, what's it for? Just an accessory. There's something you need? Nothing. Have a pleasant work experience. That hemp rope is strange. Well, it doesn't matter, right? You actually let him take care of Jo Han. Don't you find her unpleasant? That crazy woman. I think Jo Han might like him. Well, she might like him to die at least, right? I really feel a bit sorry for Wang Yi. Wang Yi's house study. I finally got my hands on advanced intelligence. There are just too many mysteries in that suburban cemetery. Will this level be privileged information give me a surprise? SpiritSecrets.com. It's strange. Suburban cemetery. Search. There's absolutely no information about the suburban cemetery. Could it be that the Heaven team hasn't discovered anything unusual about that place? Ghosts have already walked out of that cemetery. There's no way it could be completely silent. And that old man, is he human or a ghost? A sudden incident, a ghost car. Last night, a Level B supernatural incident occurred in Fengshan district of Linan City. Codename, Ghost Car, appears as an ordinary taxi. Those who board this car die. With each death, the number of ghost cars increases. The deceased turn into drivers, and the spread is extensive. Currently, there are over 100 ghost cars driving around the city. Currently, the initial source of the taxi hasn't been confirmed. I've never heard of a ghost car incident in my previous life. It should have been resolved quickly. After all, with this kind of speed, it can't be kept hidden. You're the new operator assigned to me, right? Jo Han? I just got assigned the job this afternoon, and the phone rings at night. This job seems a bit busy. Is Jo Han the one you called for? Call the boss. If you continue to be this boring, I'll hang up. Hey mister, are you talking to me? Do you want to die? Although many supernaturals have personality issues, people like this are really rare. Unknown number. Speak. I'm a bit interested in you now. But first, tell me the information regarding the ghost car. Ghost car Level B supernatural incident broke out 3 days ago. Location, Yong Street of the Fengshan district in Linan City. Currently understood killing pattern, boarding the car. Other killing patterns are temporarily unknown. Source is unknown. Currently no death count, 140150, representing the incarnations of this ghost car, which is currently around 150. That's all the information we currently have. Given your relatively fast efficiency, I could just twist your head off. Where did this weirdo come from? A cute little girl one moment, a fiery pepper the next, both in words and actions. Boring. With time to say all that nonsense, there's enough time to analyze many clues from the scene, you fool. According to regulations, I have to answer. You're asking for death. It seems like there's nothing else important. This lady just wants to tell you, whether we hang up or not, it's my decision. Truly boring. And while dealing with supernatural incidents, is it really necessary to talk about hanging up? Let me see. The time it started was 3 days ago. A taxi driver was resting by the roadside when he suddenly died. And afterwards, the surveillance showed the deceased taxi driver getting up and driving the taxi again. Then, anyone who boarded that taxi would die shortly after. After that person's death, another taxi will appear at that location. It will appear with the same appearance and license plate number as the original one. The previous deceased person will also appear in the new taxi, becoming the new driver. In the past 3 days, just over 100 people have died. The death rate could be contained if people avoid taking the taxi. Ghost car's new killing pattern. While driving, it will run over pedestrians and create duplicates. Is this the growth potential of this ghost, or is it just a coincidence? If accidents are included in the killing pattern, the death count will skyrocket. The situation seems to be getting serious. I just went through the information in detail. The killing pattern of the ghost cars is simple. Anyone who boards the car will die. Do you really need to remind me of this again? Do you think I have that much time? Just shut up and listen carefully. Ghosts cannot be killed. That's an ironclad rule. But the person who gets on the ghost car will die. That's also an ironclad rule. So, what happens if we intercept a ghost car and send a ghost into it? In my analysis, the final situation will turn into a competition between two ghosts. To adhere to its killing rule, the ghost car will retrieve its clone, eventually revealing the true source. If we're lucky, the ghost car might even fall into a deep sleep because it can't fulfill its killing rule. Alright, issue resolved. It's time to exercise. My body is too weak now. Logistics department. This is the recording of the proposal Wang Yi made to Zhou Han. Great. This Wang Yi is really talented. Report this idea to the deputy leader quickly. It's finally our logistics department's time to shine. I'll go print the plan. Until now, the role of the logistics department has been service and cooperation. Even in cases of failure by frontline ability users, some even blame the logistics department for not providing timely information. Sometimes, they're too lazy to make up reasons and directly claim that their communication officers weren't respectful enough, causing dissatisfaction and mission failures. In such moments, the department head is full of anger but has nowhere to vent. Indeed, I have a keen eye for talent. I didn't choose the wrong person. Our logistics department can also carry the load. That kid is clever. 30 minutes later, on the rooftop of the Tianta building. Next day, the ghost car incident occurred only 3 days ago, and the Crimson Squad has resolved it perfectly. The news only praises the squad members for their brave actions. But the specific details aren't recorded. After all, in the current climate of ambiguous attitudes from the Buddha and Taoist powers, the outskirts of the city are filled with crises. In this situation, a new solution can't be easily announced. My name isn't mentioned in the news. Perhaps it's to protect me, since I'm just an ordinary person. You're the first intern to become a regular employee after just 1 day. Congratulations. What reward do you want? It seems the logistics department has gained quite a few benefits from this. A level information access. Is that possible? Get lost. 10 points. Okay, I'm busy now. As a reincarnator, I understand the importance of points. For now, earning points is relatively easy. In the coming years, the second outbreak of the horror revival will deepen the crisis. Money will be almost worthless. The only currency is points. Points can get you anything: houses, women, and even power. If you have points, these are all yours. It seems like a good start for now. However, Prices aren't high at the moment. The things you can exchange for 10 points is still quite limited, and there's no need to rush any exchanges. This thing will appreciate in value in the future. This phase of the team's mission has come to an end. In 7 days, the Postal Service will reopen. Here it comes. Kinyuan Residential Complex, Building 4, Unit 404. Attach the bronze nail to the photo in the bedroom. Reward: Awakening of Hand-Based Ability. Time: 3 days. Awakening of a hand-based ability? Is it finally possible to solve the most regrettable issue from my previous life? This time, it's not a letter. File: Kinyuan Residential Complex. Cody name: Ghost Child. D level. Killing pattern: being stared at by the ghost child leads to being hunted. Resolved. Remarks: in year 2 of the Eternal Night, on March 29th, a supernatural event occurred, resulting in 23 deaths. Ability user Zhou Han led the team to resolve the incident. Currently, most of the area has been evacuated and there are few residents. Has it already been resolved? The Postal Service wouldn't make me do something meaningless. Based on the information from this file, I believe it's not that the previous suburban cemetery information was too high level. It was simply not included. Online information about Kinyuan Residential Complex shows that the supernatural event has been resolved, and the area is currently safe. However, considering the nature of this postal service, they wouldn't send me to a safe place. Last time, it was just a slightly blood-stained letter, and I almost fell into a trap. This time, they directly gave me a nail that seems to be related to the supernatural. Things might not be so simple. I need to plan carefully. After all, not being able to awaken in my previous life was my biggest regret. Now, the opportunity is right in front of me. I mustn't let my abilities go to waste. Kinyuan Residential Complex. There's no difference from the layout I found earlier. It seems normal. As an ordinary person, having survived one supernatural event after another in my previous life, I relied on caution. Any small mistake could become a cause of death. Is this building 4? Terrifying. Very terrifying. Why is there a crazy woman in this desolate residential area? Moreover, there's no information about this woman on the Lingme network. She doesn't seem hostile. I will leave her alone for now. I'll report the woman to the Tianta group and let them deal with it. Why have I had a vague feeling of unease since entering this area? What's the source? The door is open? As expected, the tasks given by the Postal Service are never too simple. What's this? Something's off. Why do I feel like I'm in a trance after seeing this cross-stitch? Someone has been here. Besides me, who else would come to this eerie place? Such a strong smell of decay. But how could this odor be coming from the kitchen in 404? Those damn Tianta group. Their cleanup after supernatural events is so sloppy. Strange. The source of this decay smell seems to be coming from this bone cleaver knife. Pick it up. It'll bring you endless power. Enough. This thing looks way too dangerous, but completing postal tasks leads to corresponding rewards. This implies that the Postal Service intends to train mail carriers and make them stronger, because only then can mail carriers go to more dangerous places. So, can I enhance my abilities during the tasks? This requires a gamble on the Postal Service and on myself. What's this? Could these be the memories of the knife's previous wielder? This dreadful atmosphere. What kind of terrifying existence does this knife belong to? Is this fear? What kind of place is this courtyard? What terrifying existence could make the owner of the bone cleaver knife feel scared? And is that horror right here in room 404? Damn Tianta group. What are they doing? Why haven't they sealed off such a horrifying place? The mission location is this bedroom. This woman? The crazy woman in the neighborhood. She looks exactly like the one in this photo. Footsteps seem to be coming from the stairwell. They're so fast. No time. I should hide for now. If that thing notices me, I probably won't be able to escape. If necessary, I'll fight. Even if this knife can only delay the ghost for a second, it's a chance to survive. The footsteps are slow, and it seems to be moving from the living room to the kitchen. The footsteps are getting faster. Did it sense something, or is it searching for something? Huh? The smell of blood? Is there someone in the adjacent cabinet? If I had hidden in the other cabinet just now, and that person suddenly attacked, the consequences would have been unimaginable. From the sound of it, they seem to be going downstairs. That thing must have noticed the bone cleaver knife missing from the kitchen. That's why it was in such a hurry. And this cabinet seems to have the effect of shielding someone from ghost detection. Otherwise, that thing would have opened the cabinet door long ago. It seems that in this room, the object is far from ordinary. Especially this painting, Cheongsam. This is the style of clothing from decades ago. But the horror resurgence happened after the Eternal Night. The Eternal Night incident. It was only 2 years ago. Could it be that similar things were happening even before that? Something's not right. I better finish the mission quickly. That thing is back. Is it trying to stop me? I need to hurry and get things done. A headache. Is this a side effect of the bone cleaver knife? It's rebounding onto the user. That thing, it's come in. The footsteps disappeared. Is it over? Indeed. People long for the beautiful. Ghosts might not fear sunlight, but sunlight can make people feel safe. Is it an illusion? It's that insane woman. Damn, wasn't she sealed by the bronze nail? This godforsaken place isn't safe. As expected, the addresses provided by the post office are all of horror level. Did I die again? What's the situation in this damn place? Disappeared? Damn, I should really be thankful that I managed to come out of this alive. I better retreat quickly. Eerie room. Blood-stained bone cleaver knife, mysterious cross-stitch, wooden cabinet that shields from ghost detection, and the woman who seems to have existed even before the Eternal Night. There was also a mysterious person in the house, but I didn't get a change to see their face. Judging by the footsteps, it should be a man. Key point. The woman might not be, and seems dangerous. Be cautious. Some ghosts can alter memories. Write down everything with the pen on paper just as an extra layer of insurance. As expected, do I have to wait until midnight? I'm finally going to awaken my ability. Put the gloves on your hands to awaken the hand-based ability. Next delivery time, in 7 days. As expected, the delivery interval is always 7 days. The texture is like flesh. I can even feel the veins on the gloves vibrating. The gloves, are they absorbing my blood? Have the gloves merged with my hands? It seems like they also provide 3 types of abilities. Normally, when an ability user awakens a certain part of their body, they only have one ability. A few naturally talented individuals, like Zhang Kai, can possess 2 abilities. Those who have 3 abilities are the top-tier experts. With each additional ability, their strength increases significantly. Finally, when facing supernatural incidents, I'll also have my own abilities as confidence. Next morning. My dear receptionist little brother, it's time to work. Say it, as expected, that cold tone again. But this time, we will meet and collaborate. I finally have the chance to twist your head off, hee hee. I need information and addresses. Logically, logistics personnel shouldn't need to perform frontline tasks. It seems he also has his own ambitions. Is it about reform or something else? Go check the news yourself. If you're late, I have a good reason to dismember you. You have 30 minutes left. Code name, Crybe Abbey. Address, Sugarland Amusement Park, Shanjing City. Killing pattern, currently unknown. It emits a self-contained magnetic field, covering the amusement park, along with an illusionary mist. Ordinary investigators entering it will quickly get lost. Only faint cries can be heard. The amusement park is coincidentally under maintenance and have no visitors. However, 52 staff members are trapped, and the number of casualties is unknown. A second-level ghost zone. Currently, in the early stages after the Eternal Night, they have not yet classified ghost zones. Later, they established a grading list for these types of ghost zones. The one in the previous teaching building, a mild illusion that doesn't block signals, would be considered a primary ghost zone. But places like amusement parks that affect vision, block phone signals and GPS, creating illusions, fall under the second-level ghost zone designation. As for what comes next, it's beyond what an ordinary person like me can guess. Making others from the logistics department wait, that's quite arrogant of you. Tian Qi, this is my receptionist. Are you trying to provoke me? Haha, we'll be working together next. Why so tense? You're Wang Yi, right? I'll protect you. After all, I'm going to personally chop off your head. Is now really the time for chit-chat? All right. Now that we're all here, let's get moving. This guy looks easygoing, but he silently resolves conflicts. He's the one with the deepest scheming. You 3 from the logistics department, follow along. Otherwise, if someone dies, you'll be responsible. Why does hearing the crying make me feel a bit sad? It seems the crying affects my emotions. The crying sound's effects are even stronger after entering the ghost zone. Have you all felt it? The crying is getting louder. I'm greatly affected emotionally. I feel like I might burst into tears at any time. Damn it. I asked the Crimson Squad to lend me Zhang Kai's ability, but those idiots are keeping it like a treasure. This would be so much easier if I could use Zhang Kai's ability. Zhang Kai is the Crimson Squad's treasure. Ability usage is limited, so why should we lend it to you? You. And that wraps up today's video. I hope you found it entertaining. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment down below and let me know which genre of stories you would like to watch in the next videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to click that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay awesome, everyone.